Bill Belichick, as I promised we would get to it, was on CBS This Morning. And I guess he got a book out where he's talking about how much he loves football. I mean, he shows up on this CBS This Morning show. Now I feel like it's a bit. The sweatshirt that he's wearing literally has giant holes in the front. And he doesn't appear to even be wearing an undershirt under it. And like I was almost like looking at it going like, is this like a fashion thing? Is it supposed to be a distressed?
Some people think that somebody dressed him.
That's what I was wondering. If they were if the girlfriend took his look, which is of course because he didn't have holes in his sweatshirts when he was coaching.
No, he just would always wear sweatshirts.
He'd always wear sweatshirts, and the sleeves would be cut off. He was notorious for his cut off sleeve sweatshirts. But to show up on CBS This Morning with what looks like, but then it also something about it looked like luxury. Distressed, you know what I mean? Like it looked like a very high quality garment.
Yeah, it probably cost $400 at Bloomingdale's.
Right, if he's lucky. I mean, this is Bill Belichick. He probably cost about $4,000.
That's what she probably told him. Pocketed the $360.
That's right. So whatever, they're talking about football for about 6 minutes, and then all of a sudden, Mr. Investigative Journalist who's interviewing Belichick wants to get into his personal life a little bit because it is fascinating. You know, ever since leaving the Patriots, which Belichick insists was a mutual decision. However, the Patriots say he was fired. He says, no, mutual. So I believe Belichick. But people are fascinated because he's, notoriously so obsessed with football. People are fascinated at the idea that he has any personal life at all. And then he starts dating. How old is this lady that he's
She's
dating?
24. He's 73.
Okay, so that's normal.
50 years.
50 years difference, but honestly, the souls are linked.
You think that's what it is?
I believe it's 51 too, right? Did you say 24? Or no, I'm sorry, 49.
49.
49. So
We're rounding up.
Don't do that, Travis.
Oh, okay.
It's not 50.
All right, sorry.
It's not 50. It's not that crazy.
49.
And you would think that it'd be one of those things where she's kind of along for the ride, only because there's a 50-year age difference in his favor, and
49.
he's, my bad, 49-year age difference in his favor, and he's done a lot. He's an icon. But we do crazy stuff. And the investigative journalist who was interviewing him for CBS This Morning decided to, you know what? We've done the football talk. I know we're not going to get too much into his personal life, but let's see. Because here's the other thing. The wife is in the room, or the girlfriend, or whoever she is, fiance, I don't know what their relationship is. Lady friend. His partner. His partner is in the room with him, which already is like, hey, you don't need to be here for this. You know what I mean? But maybe she does. I don't know.
Unless she's handling him.
Like she's his publicist liaison type.
I mean, it's not like he
person.
does he doesn't seem like he's the type of guy that would have a publicist.
No, based on the stories that get out about him, I would imagine that he does not have a publicist. But here is the portion of the interview where it drifts away from football. We've done enough of the football chitter chatter today. Sorry, Mike. Where he drifts away from football and starts talking about the interviewer tries to get him to talk a little bit about his personal life.
As long as we're shifting to pussy, I'm okay.
That's right.
The other change for Belichick is 24-year-old Jordan Hudson, his creative muse, as he writes in his book.
That's scary. Hit pause. That's already scary, by the way.
I mean,
that's already scary when you start describing ladies as muses. And by the way, we've all been in at least one relationship where we're head over heels, and whatever it is, there's something about this lady that we're like, yup, this lady's my muse. This lady can be a part of my life. This lady's going to do this. This lady's going to do that. And then you shake out of it at some point, and you go, holy fuck, I'm in way too deep. She's nuts. I don't know what I'm going to do. Now, you see this garment doesn't look legitimately aged.
No, that's for sure.
Something, yeah.
This looks like it's a high quality, the wash is done intentionally, the cracking in the text. I don't know. I think I want to help Bill.
Now, I think his father did coach at the Naval Academy, so he has spent a lot of time around the institution. So it may be a throwback. He may have pulled it out of the bottom of the closet.
That would be impressive.
It would be, and it just doesn't look actually worn. It looks like it's meant to look worn.
You don't think he wears that when he's mowing the lawn?
I'd be shocked if he mowed his own lawn, but he might. He's Bill Belichick.
That's the
Jordan was a constant presence during our interview.
Oh, boy.
You have Jordan right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do
Okay,
you deal
hit
with
pause. That's a trick. That's an interview trick, right? Where
Everybody's saying.
he's sitting there going, exactly. People say,
What do you want to say to those people?
what do you say to the people who say, that's a Caleb Presley trick? What do you say to the people who say, like him saying, it has nothing to do with them, but they insist on talking about it?
Well, CBS Sunday Morning, Sunday Conversations.
Right.
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
These people, it has
All these
nothing.
people.
It has nothing to do with them, but they insist on talking about it. Why don't you talk about it a little bit?
They won't shut the fuck up.
They won't shut up. So neither should you. Give us a scoop. Give us a scoop, Bill.
Right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
not talking about this.
No?
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on. Though Hudson has recently
I love
posted
this. I love this. He's like, oh, we're not going to talk about this? Oh, okay. After you guys leave, I got a whole narration to add
Yeah, don't
in.
worry. We'll add it in post.
I'm going to show your Instagrams. I'm going to trust me when I tell you, one way or the other, we're talking about this, whether you're involved or not. That's wild, huh? Because that was a very innocent question. How did you guys meet? We're not talking about this.
Yeah.
Like that, and it's a weird choice. And look, she's only 24 years old. So maybe she hasn't quite, doesn't have the life experience to fully get that not talking about that is going to lead to more people talking about it than if you actually talked about it. Like it completely makes it seem like you have something to hide and there is some like super scandalous story as to how you guys actually met, as opposed to, I don't know, there was a courtship. I'm sure there was a courtship.
Maybe.
He probably met her in a grocery store.
You think?
He walked right up to her. He
Wasn't
said,
she like a cheerleader or something?
I think he met her in a grocery store.
Okay.
He
You
saw
think
her-
he goes and does groceries?
He's got to eat. So he went into the grocery store and he said, excuse me, I just wanted to know, what's a fine-looking cutie patootie like you doing, just standing around here looking all cute and stuff? And she was like, oh, nobody's ever spoken to me like
Oh,
this.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in a YN?
They're like,
me?
well, like myself? He went up to right up to her in the fruit section and he said, pardon me, fine shit. Can I interest you in a rendezvous? I think so.
And what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on. Though Hudson has recently posted about it on Instagram.
Oh.
You joined InstaFace, as you put it. I
Yeah.
love that. There's some great
Bro,
pictures
this guy, he's laying it on thick. I love this guy.
Tony
Tony,
DeCopel?
I love Tony DeCopel. This guy is like doing every little charmer trick that he's got. You called it InstaFace. I love that.
He's like,
And- yeah.
that's what I call
I mean, he's warming right up to him. This is great.
it. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. You'd have to ask her and she won't answer any of your questions.
Has recently posted about it on Instagram.
You joined InstaFace, as you put it. I
Yeah.
love that.
By
There's
the way,
some great
hit
pictures.
pause.
I love that, by the way.
I love that. And I
Love
don't
it.
think he came up with that.
Who?
Bill Belichick.
InstaFace?
I think that his lady told him to
Call it
say,
InstaFace.
call it InstaFace. It'll be cute and endearing.
You'll sound old, but also, like, people
Endearing.
will be like, oh, yeah, I also don't really know what that is.
Right. That's just like my grandpa. We love Bill. Let's not ask him about his 24-year-old girlfriend. Yeah, no, I think that I don't know. I don't think Bill has anything to do with any of this social media
No,
stuff.
absolutely. He does not have time for this.
No,
He's got to coach North Carolina.
he just wants to eat. Like, he's kind of annoyed being in this interview because he wants to go back to doing football stuff. It's like me. Like, anytime I'm not doing a wrestling podcast, I'm slightly annoyed. You know what I mean? I want to get back to doing my wrestling podcast,
Give it a rest.
Right, that's what people say. But me and Bill,
Not everything's an emergency.
it's all an emergency. I've yet to have one emergency that I've been like, you know what, that wasn't an emergency. 2, 3 a week. I've never had that.
I can wait.
I've never, ever had that. Sometimes it will have happened 2 days ago, and I'm like, well, now I have time. Let me do an emergency podcast. People go, how can it be an emergency? It happened 2 days ago. I go, it's an emergency. Still an emergency.
And you feel like that's what Bill's thinking in his head all the
There's
time.
an emergency.
Yeah.
I got to go coach football
I
some
got to
more.
draft a play.
Right. Oh, I just had an idea for a play, and I'm talking to this nudnik about Insta something or other. I don't even know what he's talking about, he says.
It's like, oh, the quarterback should throw that ball.
That's what he's thinking right now. And he's also thinking, fuck Tom Brady anyway.
You think that's just going on in his head?
All the time.
Tom sucks.
Tom sucks.
Too many commercials.
He goes, Tom sucks. He wasn't that good. Thank God for me. I don't know how he did it in Florida. That doesn't make any sense. That's what he's thinking right now. His inner monologue is,
That's weird.
it's weird that he was able to do that in Tampa because I don't think he could. And it was mainly me. I hate that guy. But he's thinking that I hate Tom Brady. Also, I kind of love that guy. Wait, what'd you say? And he's going, yeah, I don't know. Insta what? I don't know. Just buy the book, will you? I want to go back to doing my football stuff. Please.
Put it. I love that. There's some great pictures of you and Jordan where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid.
He's going back to it,
charming.
see?
It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
I don't know.
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of
That's not a football question.
Yeah. Football kick.
What's it been like?
It's like a pass, like a quarterback throwing a ball. What? He has never.
I guess it's like a slant route.
Yeah. he has never witnessed any reaction to any of this social media stuff. Like, he doesn't know. He's never read a comment reaction. I don't know. What? Nobody's ever talked to me about this. Why are you talking to me about this?
What's it been like?
I like football.
Like, he really sounds like he's trying to understand the English language.
Like, that was a really cut and dry question.
That was an easy question, yeah.
And he was like,
What's this been like? This is something you've never experienced before. Few people do. 49-year age difference. What's that been like?
what? What are you talking about? What the hell are you? What did you just say?
Are you
What are you talking about? Are you talking about football or not? Because I'm having trouble following you.
She's a mermaid. It's charming. It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates. You're balancing Jordan on your feet, and she's doing kind of the Titanic pose.
Yeah, so I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
That's not the question.
What he does
He's
follow.
he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, I guess.
You're really breaking my brain here, buddy.
Yeah, bro, these are the hardest questions anyone's ever asked me. I guess she made me go to the beach one time.
Like, he is a savant.
100%. He was like, she made me hold her up on my feet. I was thinking about football. So
But he doesn't even understand that, or doesn't want to acknowledge that the question that he's asking is like, how has it been personally for you? He's like, yeah, I'm on some of those social media sites.
like, what are you talking about?
He probably took the picture and then never thought about it ever again.
Right. Like, what do you mean, how's it been for me personally? I've been coaching football. Like, what are you saying right now? I don't.
You talking about Robert Kraft?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about your girlfriend, man.
I'm not with the Patriots anymore.
Yeah, I'm not on that team.
I'm not on the Patriots anymore. I work North Carolina.
What do you mean, how has it been?
No, we covered football already. I'm asking about your personal life. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
So I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
What he does follow isn't clicks or views,
Right.
but touchdowns
Oh.
and above all,
Right.
wins.
You do seem like you're having a lot more fun these days than you were in other chapters of your life, let's say.
I enjoy football. I enjoy the whole process of it. It's hard to win, and it's hard to beat other good coaches, good teams.
Travis.
That was the answer to every question.
Yeah,
asked.
I mean,
I enjoy football.
he said you're enjoying this chapter of your life more than other chapters. Clearly in reference to the fact that he is no longer in the NFL and he is dating a 24-year-old. Previously in Bill Belichick's life, and Mike, you can help me out with this too. wasn't he doing football stuff?
For quite some time.
That's what I thought. I mean, to say you seem to be enjoying this chapter of your life, it seems like you're having more fun than you used to now. And his response is, I very much like football. It doesn't seem to answer the question. I mean, this guy was doing everything that he could to get anything about Bill Belichick's dating life. And Bill Belichick, I mean, it's not even that Bill was like trying to avoid the topic. He just didn't understand anything besides, I like football.
These are sort of classic Belichick interview responses. Like, he's known for, if people ask him about things that don't relate to
Football.
like the on-field X's and O's, player management, nitty-gritty football stuff, he either just kind of like ignores it or steers it back to football.
He was earlier in the interview. They asked him about like halftime speeches, like rah-rah speeches. And he goes like, well, I guess they do that in movies, but that doesn't really work. And they go, what? Like, you don't do like rah-rah speeches? And he goes, no. He goes, I don't understand. I don't think that would be effective.
No,
He
you
goes,
have like 7 minutes at a chalkboard.
that's what he goes. He goes, generally, we look at what happened and what we should do differently. And I tell them what they should do differently. And then hopefully it's effective. It's like, oh, okay. No, I just seen Any Given Sunday recently. And he goes, yeah, I don't know I don't watch football movies, only actual football.
Teams. I appreciate the grind. I appreciate the competition. But coaching's fun, and honestly, I feel like I haven't worked a day in my life.
That wasn't the question. That didn't relate to why now is more fun than before. Like, I think if you just asked him, like, would you say this chapter in your life is more enjoyable than previous chapters? He'd just say it's all been just equal. As long as I've been coaching football, everything's been fine. If I was to not coach football, that would be a bad thing.
It's literally his life.
You know what he's probably thinking? I'm going to try to figure out, because he thinks he's answering the question. He's smiling. He's like, I answered that question. I think that when the guy says, this chapter is more enjoyable than previous chapters, in Bill's head, he's saying, well, the previous chapter was when I wasn't coaching football. He's thinking of the chapter between the Patriots and North Carolina. There was a
chapter.
There was a period of time where he was not coaching football. Yes?
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking. So the guy is going, clearly, you're enjoying yourself more now because we're getting to see more of this personal life. You're dating this 24-year-old. In Bill's head, he's going, oh, he's talking about because before I wasn't coaching football.
He means the football.
He means when I wasn't coaching football, but now I'm back to football, and I like that. And the guy's like, oh, okay. Like, I've never seen a more friendly interview between two people just on completely different planets. Like, they're not having the same conversation, but they're both smiling and being jovial with each other. I mean, I would love to get to know the girlfriend more.
I know, we're not talking about that.
Are there any ideas of how they met?
No, they are not allowed to talk about it.
I know, but has anything come out where, like, I wonder if she was like a stripper or a OnlyFans girl or something?
Well, it doesn't seem like he goes on. He doesn't strike me as somebody that has like a serious like libido.
No.
He likes football. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he likes.
Maybe she's just taking him for his money.
Yeah, maybe he likes the companionship.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Maybe she.
I think the story has been that they met on a flight while he was still married.
Nice. He probably, I mean.
Or in a relationship. I'm not sure if they were like married.
Can you imagine if that is the case? Bill Belichick breaking it to his partner? Well, no, I'm with her now. And the partner would be like, what? Like, we're in a relationship. And he's like, right, but now I'm with her.
I want to be with this person instead.
I'm with her instead of you.
She revealed that the pair first met on a 2021 flight when she signed her copy of Deductive Logic, a textbook written by a Harvard University professor.
But she didn't write it, but she signed it?
No. He signed her copy on a flight.
Well, because she was just like, you're Bill Belichick.
Yeah, let me get you to sign something.
Sign something.
I happen to have this book. Sharing a video of herself opening the pages of the book, the 23-year-old wrote on Instagram, cheers to the fact that you still let me give you lengthy philosophical lectures 4 years later. Oof. On the inner cover of the book, Belichick signed his name and the date, along with the inscription reading, "Thanks for giving me a course on logic. Safe travels."
So he probably sits there and allows her to just speak at unbelievable lengths.
Football.
And because he gets to think about whatever he wants. I mean, we've all been there to some extent in some relationship where you're like, you know what? I'm just going to think about whatever I want and let this other person speak.
I'm just going to say a couple times.
But usually that's when you know you're in a really bad relationship. Like usually that's towards the very end of the relationship where you're like, you know what? I should probably end this so I can think about the things that I like. I think for Bill, it's like, I see no problem with this. You know, he probably has sex every now and then. And that's, I'm sure, pleasurable.
I feel like he needs a welfare check.
You need to go in there?
I don't think he's controlling any part of his life right now.
But maybe he doesn't want to.
No,
Maybe he just wants to think about football. And she's like, how about I control everything? And he's like, okay.
Can I control football?
Yeah, she's like, yes, you may, Bill.
She's like, yeah, just make sure I'm copied on those emails.
Well, we have an interesting relationship. She does a lot of the stuff at home, a lot of the finances, a lot of the business, and then I handle the football part of the relationship. And we have we've really come to terms with that.